Market surged today as they reacted to Jerome Powell's press conference today as dovish. The Federal Reserve held interest rates as is in this meeting as expected, and as I mentioned in my video earlier today. And Jerome Powell did, however, as I expected, tee up a September interest rate cut in the Q&A session. He was a little bit more dovish in the Q&A session than in the official statement, but he was saying that the risks of inflation and slowing economic growth are in balance, and that the Federal Reserve is equally looking at its dual mandate, something that they really haven't said in a very long time. The Federal Reserve, as I said, did keep interest rates as is on hold. Interest rates have been on hold for exactly a year now. But the fact that Jerome Powell started to tee up a September interest rate cut, if the data continues to show that inflation is moderating to that 2% level, it doesn't have to be, look, if there's one report that's slightly hotter than estimated, that's okay, as long as the totality of the data indicate that inflation could get to that level. And I think pretty much that the Federal Reserve cutting interest rates in September will be the base case unless something happens with inflation reaccelerating. NVIDIA stock was up 13% today as a result, up $329 billion in market cap today, which is the largest amount of market cap gain for a company ever after NVIDIA's 27% decline and drawdown. Look, NVIDIA was starting to get a little bit oversold, so I wasn't surprised to see that. We had Meta and Facebook with their earnings report showing good revenue that beat expectations and earnings per share beat expectations, good guidance, and increasing CapEx and AI investment, which is important to see that Facebook is really trying to invest in AI, and its daily active users grew, and pretty much 40% of the world uses Facebook products. So all in all, I think this Federal Reserve press conference was more dovish than even I anticipated, with Jerome Powell pretty much admitting that it would be a very high bar basically for the Fed not to cut interest rates in the September meeting. And now interest rate futures are pricing in over 100% certainty of a 25 basis point cut, one rate cut. But what happens is when it's over 100%, that means there's some probability, it's about 50% of a double interest rate cut, or perhaps a 50 basis point cut in interest rates in September. I don't think that'll happen. I think 25 basis points is more likely. But either way, this was I thought Powell was going to be dovish, but this was slightly even more dovish than expected, in my opinion. I think markets should do well from this. You know, Fundstrat's Tom Lee said after the press conference he wouldn't be surprised for stocks to rally 4 to 5% in 5 days, led by small cap stocks due to which are more interest rate sensitive, pricing in upcoming interest rate cuts, and the fact that September interest rate cut seems likely with pretty much 100% certainty, I think is good for the market. And we're seeing, as I said, we had good earnings reports from Microsoft and AMD yesterday, and then today Facebook had a blowout quarter. So I'm pretty optimistic about where the market's going to go. And yeah, this was a great press conference and one of the best in a while, in my opinion.